Hi, Sumiko. So your last amateur fight, I believe, was last June. You had a bit of a longer amateur career than a few people. What made you decide this was the right time to turn pro?
Um, my last fight, I decided at that point that that was going to be my last amateur fight. If I won that title, that I thought at that time that I was ready to move on to the to the pros. And I did. I got the belt at the Cowboy Fight Series, and and yeah, and I was super excited to move on to bigger, better things. And then I ended up in Bellator, which was awesome.
And just talk to me a little bit about the sort of changes you have to make in your preparation, such as in your training from an amateur fight to a professional fight.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, sure. So what sort of changes did you have to make in your training moving forward to a professional fight from an amateur fight?
I the only thing that was kind of weird was, of course, just this whole year with the COVID stuff. But I'm lucky enough to, my boyfriend's also a professional fighter, so me and him got most of our training in together. Um, and honestly, I think I grew complete over this last year into a MMA fighter. Most of my fights, I mean, my last fight actually got stopped on the ground, so I can't say that. But I am or more comfortable on my feet. I am a stand-up fighter, but through the course of this last year, I have trained and obtained a lot more skills to become a complete MMA fighter. So yeah, I think I'm ready for the, professional 5-minute rounds.
And just one more from me. How do you feel about making your pro debut under the bright lights of Bellator?
I'm super excited. This is awesome. Bellator has the most amazing, you know, production here. They've taken care of me the whole time, and with everything with COVID and their safety and everything that they have to do for the fighters, it's been an amazing experience.
Daniel?
Hi, Sumiko. Danielowski here. How are you doing
Hey,
today?
good. How are you?
Very good, thank you. You joined the very talented but crowded flyweight roster in Bellator that includes Alima Lay McFarlane. What can fans expect from you to stand out, to separate you from the rest of the pack?
Um, I am gonna come out with a bang. Um, I I think that my stand up, like I said, is something that I like to do, and I feel like that's going to make a big statement in the 125, the flyweight division for sure.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go to Gabriel.
Hello, Sumiko. Can you hear me?
I can. Thank you.
Perfect. So Sumiko, we've seen Bellator sign several prospects at 0-0 or 1-0, AJ McKee, Alima, others like that. What does it mean to you that you don't have a pro fight, but the second biggest organization in the world is saying, "Hey, we want this girl on our roster"?
I think that they believe in me, that they, can build me up to be a top contender for, for the belt. And it's an amazing thing. I can't be just more than thankful for Bellator for giving me this opportunity. But I think that, yeah, they see something in me that there's potential to be one of the, top contenders.
Coming from Hawaii also, is there any just, I guess, feeling or idea of, hey, I'm following Alima Lay because Bellator has such a foothold and they've done events in the state?
Yeah, it's amazing to have, a fellow Hawaiian, be the champ. And they have definitely done really, really well. I went to both of the events that they did throw on Oahu, and it was amazing. The energy and everything that Ilima brought there. Hawaii has such a huge support, behind MMA fighters, and I'm going into this fight feeling that too. So I'm excited.
Safe to say that when things clear up, that's the number one place you want to be a part of, is be part of a Bellator fight night in Hawaii?
Oh yeah, for sure. I thought that that was gonna happen in 2020. I'm sad that it didn't, but it's all good. Maybe next year, December of 2021. So I'm excited for that.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
I will take a couple more. Lenny.
Hello, Sumiko. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much for asking. So 7 fights as a professional, and you got 5 finishes in that time. You got 4 by KO and 1 by submission. So it's safe to say you like to get the finish. Will you be hunting for the finish this Thursday?
I do like the finish. I am coming into this fight trying to be a little more calm. I'm known to just right off the bat go for the kill, and sometimes that's not always, that doesn't always plan out how you want. So I'm gonna come out in this fight a little calmer, I think, and just the experience that I've grown over the last year. I think that I will be able to, it's a 5-minute round. I don't have to rush anything. If the knockout is there, of course, I'm going to feel it and it's going to land. And then if the takedown is there, I could get the takedown and, finish on the ground. But I'm not going to be searching for anything. I'm going to try and let this, it's my first pro fight. I'm going to try and feel it out. But we'll see. I see all that now and we'll see what happens.
Perfect. I like it. Cool, calm, collected, and taking in the moment as your first professional fight. I like it. So I'll move on to my last question. As we mentioned earlier, that you fought on the Cowboy Fight Series in your last amateur fight. How was the experience? And was Cowboy in attendance? Did you get to kind of meet him and share some experiences?
Yeah, Cowboy was the one that gave me my belt, which was awesome. I got to fight right in front of him. I was the main event. Just the whole experience kind of set me up for, moving on to professional. I flew all the way out to Virginia, did my weight cut, and just the experience of traveling and doing all that, it really did help me to put me in a good place of how this fight week had played out. So, yeah, it was an awesome experience, super exciting. It was great exposure, super cool to meet him in person and fight in front of him, for sure.
Thank you so much, and thanks for your
Thank
time,
you.
and good luck this Thursday.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll head to Rick for our last question. Rick.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, good. My question is, now coming to Bellator, is there any pressure or nervous going on into your mind right now? Going to this fight?
Definitely. It's a big production here. There's a lot going on. I mean, I'm trying not to be nervous right now, but I'm definitely nervous. It's all excitement, nervousness though. None of it is it's all, just new. So I think that's where it's coming from, but it'll get easier, less nerves as it, the next few fights come, but excited more than anything.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Sumiko. Appreciate